We are in Teachers Ida's class. She's the teacher of the first grade. The school is located in a rural area. It's a class of 18 students, of which Kobe and Peter are 2. Inge is also there. She's Kobe's support worker.
Thank you, Esther.
Inge sits at the back of the classroom. She's sitting on a chair with a stack of workbooks on her lap. As she corrects each book of mathematical exercises, she puts it on a pile on the ground. In the background, you can hear the buzzing noise of children. Kobe begins to read. And Inge stops correcting and raises her head. And Tom go to the moon. Very well, Kobe, says Teacher Ida. She gives 2 thumbs up. Inge smiles and continues to correct the exercises. Suddenly, it occurs to Inge how quiet the classroom is. The teacher is seated behind her desk and says, "Come on, read, Peter." Peter looks down, staring at his book. Teacher Ida says, "You can sleep at home. Here, you have to work. Come on, read." The silence remains. The teacher pushes her chair back and walks up to Peter. She picks up his book and drops it loudly on his desk. Teacher Ida says, "Come on, read!" It is so quiet in the classroom. You could hear a pin drop. Teacher Ida says, "If you are in the first grade, you have to read." Peter is still looking at his book. Inge feels glued to her chair. The clock on the wall indicates that it's 10 o'clock, time for recess. The bell rings. Teacher Ida takes Peter by his sweater and pulls him next to her. His head is down. None of the other children is standing straight behind their chairs. Teacher Ida says, "Everyone, take your snack and go quietly to the playground." The children get up. Teacher Ida turns to Peter and pulls on his sweater even more strongly. She pushes him to his knees. He kneels with his face towards the wall. Inge is still sitting at the back of the classroom. She doesn't move. Kobe calls her. "Inge! Inge!" Inge walks towards Kobe with her eyes down, so she cannot see Peter. With clenched fists, Inge stands next to Kobe. She takes a deep breath and helps Kobe take the bottles of milk. Out of the corner of her eye, she can see Peter kneeling with his head down. The door closes. The noise of the children fades away. Inge asks as cheerfully as possible, "Come, Peter, will you help us? I'll call a name and you and Kobe can put the milk on the right desk." He turns his head up and looks surprised. Then he smiles, stands and walks over to Inge. Together, they put the milk on the children's desk. Inge keeps an eye on the door.